Dear baseball, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for giving a young kid something to fall in love with. I always remember whether it was my dad, my grandpa, my mom, or me throwing a ball up to myself in the yard just so I could go make a diving play. Thank you for giving me teammates and coaches that I will consider family for the rest of my life. I'll always appreciate the times when I got to swing with my boys in the cage, and those guys know who they are. And also, thank you for teaching me a lot about myself. To tell you the truth, baseball, you are the biggest roller coaster I have ever been on. There have been a lot of ups. There have been a lot of downs, but you have taught me that I have to be the best version of myself, no matter what the results of the game are. I've had a lot of fear and doubts in my career, but you showed me with hard work and belief in myself that I could overcome that. Honestly, I don't know what life is like without you, and I don't know when it will be the last time that I get to play this game. But I know that you have prepared me for whatever is next, and for that, I will always be grateful. Thank you, Anthony Sharkas.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Dear Baseball. I'm your host, Dave Siseski, alongside, as always, Mr. Ben Gillard. I'll let you say your name too if you want to.
Ben Gillard.
There you go. We're here today with Anthony Sharkas of the Westside Woolly Mammoths. Anthony, thanks for joining us, man.
Thank you.
Great to have you here.
Thank you.
So, right off the All-Star experience, big celebration here, 4th of July as well. We'll go through all that. But I want to talk about your experience here in baseball, making your way to the USPBL. But because it's fresh, let's touch on that 4th of July. It was electric here at Jimmy John's Field. What did that feel like for you as a player? Because we're in the booth and we're like picking up on all the electricity because it got full in a hurry.
Yeah, you definitely get like a different buzz when there's that many people in the ballpark.
Yeah.
Just looking up and seeing a full crowd. I mean, I've played in a few games here where there's full crowds, but it's been a minute. So it was just cool to see all the people along the outfield fence. And you just kind of play with that energy that the fans are giving you.
Yeah, that was awesome. And I want to ask too, because we were talking about, hey, some of our favorite movies growing up and baseball movies. I literally named my son Benny. So The Sandlot is my favorite.
Yeah.
It's my favorite movie of all time, not just in sports. But you see fireworks going off in that game and all the electricity going on. The game's still going on, but it was like in the neighborhood, people had fireworks going on. What was that like?
I mean, just standing in the field, like at first I was just a little mad, like, oh, there's fireworks during our game, like kind of distracting. But then like you take a step back and you see them going off and it feels like you're in the Sandlot movie. And, you just, when you're a kid watching that, you dream of that moment. So, no, I definitely just took a step back and took it all in.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you talk about being a kid and all that. You're a hometown kid. You're from Michigan, from this area. Where did this love of baseball start?
Man, just ever since I grew up, my mom and dad said I would sit in front of the TV and watch Tigers games without them having to put my attention to it.
Yeah.
So,
did you have a favorite Tiger growing up?
Oh man, there's so many, but the first one was Pudge Rodriguez. Yeah, I love that 06 team. I just fell in love with that. I mean, what a cool story that was. Like, they were the worst team in baseball the year before, and then making it to the World Series. It started my fandom for sure.
Yeah.
I remember my mom would cut out all the newspapers from the playoff articles, and we'd make a poster board of it, and it was so cool.
So I don't know if you know, and if I'm putting this out there without you knowing, hey, surprise, but Raul Guillermo plays here. You know the connection with Pudge Rodriguez.
I heard that is so cool.
Said he might be coming soon here.
Oh, I need.
You gonna ask for an autograph, or you just shake his hand?
Picture, autograph, everything. You got to take advantage of that. So.
Yeah. And we're gonna go through that journey, but I do want to ask before we go off the topic. The inside the park home run from Dante Morton. That was one of the best things I had ever seen in sports.
It was electric.
What was it like for you? Because you were in front of him.
Yeah, so I saw I got a good piece on it. The outfielders were moving back, and I'm like, I don't know if I should go halfway here, tag. You can see me in the video, hopping a little bit. I have no clue what to do, and I'm like, all right, it's down. I'm going to score easy. Like, Dante's going to be on second, stand-up double. Next thing I know, when I turn around, I see Coach Jellikowski waving him to come in. I'm like, what is going on? Slide this way, slide this way. And when he slid in, like, we just got fired up, man. I was so happy for him. That was a cool moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about that. That was fireworks.
Oh yeah.
On the field.
Yeah.
You mentioned the fireworks off the field. That was fireworks on the field, and just what a special moment at this park. You talked about, this isn't your first time having fans at the park. You talked about you actually played in Canada.
Yep.
Some summer ball in Canada.
Oh,
What was
yeah.
that like?
And it was cool. It was 23-hour drive with me and one of my good buddies from college.
Just 23 hours.
Oh, I think we finished it like in a day or two too. So we got after it. A lot of Monster energy drinks on the way up. But no, I didn't know what to expect. Like, I didn't know how seriously like baseball was out there. It wasn't like above us. It was Western Canada, right above like North Dakota. So, I didn't know what to expect, how the baseball would be, but no, the experience was awesome. Like, we had packed crowds every night, like 2,000. I mean, 2,000 for a kid from a small college feels like a lot. So it was cool. Just traveling on the road, like the away fans giving me crap all game. So they had beer batters, but the beer batter was for striking out, not how we do it, where if you get a hit. So
Labatt's.
yeah. So I'm just hearing a bunch of like heckling from the fans. I'm like, this is awesome. Like, I'll always remember that.
So are you a hockey fan or no? Because I feel like when I think of Canada, I mean, it's where hockey, they say, originated,
Yeah,
right? Like
for
that's
sure.
where it came from. Hockey.
So I was in Regina, and that's where Connor Bedard played.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
he was the big name that year, getting drafted by the Blackhawks, right?
Yeah.
But no, I wasn't not a big hockey fan. I love the Wings though. Like Wings games are electric, like especially at the Joe.
Of course. I know.
Not there anymore, but
a lot of memories at the Joe. And,
Yeah.
and I don't know.
Yeah,
You're young, so I don't know if you went to the Joe.
I used to go to the Joe. We would go to the Great Lakes Invitational every year at the Joe.
Yeah.
Which was great. I got to go to a couple of those games on those great
That's
Steve Eisenman teams.
I went to a playoff game at the Joe. Just side story, really quick. Last year that I had ever went to. I mean, I don't know what year it was at the Joe ended, but it feels like the playoffs been a long time ago. And I'm standing up cheering in my seat, and it just literally fell off. Just like, like,
That's a
I'm like,
souvenir. You gotta
all
take
right,
that home.
it's
only
the Joe. It's time to go, right?
only game I remember was regular season, and we were on a 5-on-3. We were the 3 defending, and I could feel my seat shaking, like
man.
my body was shaking. I'm like,
Screws
what
were
is going
falling out
on?
of
Like,
it.
I'm a young kid, but this is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
So
No, it's a great thing. I mean, the sports around this area are so big, and if you're from the area, which you are, you can really appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
But being a Tigers fan and the sports scene in general, it's not just nothing against Canada. I love Canada, but like hockey, big deal, obviously there. But for here, it changes from season to season.
Right.
But it is super special in the summer with baseball. You go to Comerica Park. Who put that fire in you when you were a kid? Because you said when we were talking beforehand, you're like, it just ever since I can remember, it was baseball, right?
Yeah. I mean, for sure, my dad had a big part in that.
Yeah.
Always taking me to Tigers games. We used to do, for whatever age I turned, that's how many games I got to go to that year. So that was cool.
Is that still the
Nah, that deal right now, especially they're getting good again. So
no more, huh?
that ticket price is going up. But he would also take me to a Tigers away game at different stadiums. So, I got to go see Fenway, got to go see Wrigley.
Wrigley's beautiful.
It was awesome. I think I like Fenway more though.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what's the best park you've been to?
I think Fenway. I mean, I got to sit in the Wrigley, the bleachers, which is iconic, but
Yeah.
I don't know, something about Fenway, it was different.
Now, have you been to Wrigley since they put the big board up there?
No, I don't think so.
It's nice.
We would have went when it was like JD,
Okay.
Miggy,
So
V-Mart.
they've done like millions and millions
Okay.
of renovations on it.
Okay.
So go back. Just
Yeah.
tell Dad it's time to go
Yeah,
back.
one day
right?
we'll make
Yeah,
a guys trip out there.
Can you
Yeah.
tell he's a Cubs fan?
Oh, really?
a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Got
That's
family
not bad.
from
I like
Chicago.
Kyle Tucker. I think Kyle Tucker's a
Love Kyle
stud.
Tucker.
Yeah.
600
I wish
million
he was a
reasons to like
Tiger,
Kyle
but
Tucker.
yeah.
He's gonna get paid. He's gonna get paid.
Yeah.
So okay, so high school, you go to. You were from Canton, so where'd you go?
I went to
Canton?
Plymouth.
Plymouth. Okay.
Yeah, there's the 3 schools on campus there.
So when for you did you know, hey, this baseball thing is gonna work out? I'm gonna take this into college.
Oh man, I don't really know.
Yeah.
I would say probably my sophomore year, I got called up to varsity, and I hit a home run in the district final, and
Pretty good. Yeah.
this is. I'm like, okay, everyone thinks I'm probably good now. I don't know if I'm good, but everyone else thinks I did, or thinks I am. So that was probably the first moment where it's like, okay, maybe I could go do this
Yeah.
after high school. And then junior year, just had a really good season. We had a really good team. We won our, I'm trying to think, not our, we won our district. We also won the KLAA conference regular season. I think that's what it is. I forget.
Yeah.
High school was a while ago.
Of course.
But no, I would say junior year is when it started to get serious. Like, I can go play in college. So
Well, I will say too, real quick. You say high school is a long time ago.
Yeah.
I'm approaching my 20-year reunion here,
man.
so let's.
it's all right.
You're good. You're
Yeah.
good. I can't remember when I went to high school what was going on. So I did play baseball, but that was a
Sorry
long
for
time
that
ago.
reminder.
Yeah, no worries. I'm aging myself. But
Yeah.
before you ask more question here,
Yeah.
he also, humble as he is, I went out onto the field during the All-Star game. I said, "You're hitting like 440." He's like, "I don't even know what I'm hitting," because
Yeah.
clearly you're not paying attention to the numbers, right?
Nah.
Just playing the game.
Yeah, I don't think that stuff matters.
Yeah.
I think I could be hitting 250 or I could be hitting 450. I'm still the same person. So
I love that.
yeah.
That's awesome. And then you decided to stay sort of in this area.
Yeah.
Starting out that college career at Eastern.
Yep.
What was the process that went into staying in this area?
Yeah, so I wanted to play Division I baseball. Like I feel like that's the dream, right?
Yeah, of
like
course.
everyone wants to go play Division I. So I think it was around like July. I started to get some schools contacting me, like Hillsdale, Wayne State, like D2, good D2 programs. And then there was like baseball camp at Eastern, and I'm like, oh, this place is sweet. It's close to home.
Yep.
Like, I want to play here. Like, so playing in the games, got a few hits. I got an email from the recruiting coordinator. Hey, like, send us your schedule. Like, we want to come see you play.
That's awesome.
Yeah, next thing I know, it's head coach Eric Roofs reaching out to me saying, do you want to be an Eagle? And I'm like, yeah, of course. So that was my first offer, and I just accepted it right away. Like I loved I loved the place. I loved that it was close. I loved the coaching staff, and so I said yes right away. I didn't really ride out the recruiting trail or wait for anything. Like,
yeah. I don't think I've ever heard that. I love that because I think sometimes it can make it take the joy away from it. If there's so many offers and you're just going through, you're second guessing yourself.
yeah,
Why not just go? They
Yeah.
wanted you the most. They asked you.
yeah,
Go with it, right?
for sure.
Love it.
Yeah, when you know, you know.
Right.
Yep.
So the next thing I want to touch on with you is you from college, you make your way obviously to Canada, and then the USPBL comes calling. How'd that happen?
Unfortunately, my time didn't go well at Eastern.
Yeah.
I wasn't playing well. Battled with some like self-doubt. Just wanted to make the most of what I had left in my baseball career, which was like 2 or 3 years left of
Yeah.
eligibility. So I reached out to my buddy who played at Madonna, and he was like, Coach Karn would gladly take you, like if you want to transfer. And so I made the decision to transfer over. He never guaranteed me playing time or anything like that. Like I had to earn it, but I felt comfortable there, having some buddies that were already at the school. So yeah, I just earned a spot to play there. and then Coach Taylor Jellikowski was an assistant for Karn, and I was doing well in my start at Madonna, and he was like, if you keep this up, like you can come play for me here in the USPBL, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that was going to be an option. So I'd say that's how it started for me here.
So you talked about too. You touched on it briefly. You said had some self-doubt and stuff. Like, I feel like there's not always an outlet for athletes, right? You're just expected, like, it's like pass or fail.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that? And I mean, because that seems like so much pressure for.
Yeah. No, I just remember it was one of my first practices at Eastern. We were doing like a live scrimmage against each other, and I just remember like standing out there, and I'm just like, man, like I don't feel like myself right now. Like, I don't know what's going on. And Coach Jonathan Ruth actually came up to me after. He was like, hey, I've seen you make that play a bunch of times, like what happened? Because I made an error. And I literally looked at him and I said, I don't know, I don't feel confident in myself right now. And probably the worst thing you can tell your college baseball coach. But no, I think that set in the realization of, like I'm kind of doubting myself. And I battled those doubts like through the 2.5 years I was there. Like I didn't know, I kind of forgot how to play the game of baseball. But over time, like I've been working on the mental game a lot. I would say this year is the biggest improvement I've made. And it's just cool to see like the progress each year. Like I started off not doing much for my mental game, and then each year it starts to get better and better. So it's just cool to see that.
You're killing it, man. I mean, you don't need me to tell you, but if people don't know, you're hitting over 400. So, and it's good to see you're smiling out there too. Mm-hmm. That's what's important.
Yeah, for sure.
You're enjoying what you're doing, right?
Yeah, I love it.
I mean, the bat has been on fire. And you mentioned that you trained this past year with a guy I actually knew too, Aiden Brewer from the High Point Rockers.
That's my boy.
And you mentioned something about him giving you a bat. Yours broke?
Yeah, I snapped. So it wasn't even my bat. I snapped my other buddy's bat that we trained with. I'm like, oh man, I do not have $150 to spend on a bat right now. He was like, what size you need? And I said 33.5. He pulls out of his car the High Point Rockers bat, so I still have it in my car right now. Yeah, shout out Brew, awesome. Thank you.
Nice, man. Well, I mean, listen, the story's obviously not complete, man. I mean, you're still going well. Or things are. I know this season has probably been a ton of fun for you.
Yeah, for sure.
There's still a lot of baseball to play, but what makes this league so special?
Oh man, it's just unique. Like 4 teams, 1 stadium. You get close to all the guys. Like even if they're not on your team, like even the All-Star game, like felt like I was playing with those guys for a few years in a way. Just no, it's just a cool experience. Everyone's got the same goal, just keep playing baseball for as long as they can. So when you can share that passion with not only your team but the 3 others that you're battling out throughout this summer, it's a cool thing.
It really is. I want to thank you so much for
thank
coming
you
on
guys.
the show. Thanks to Dave. Thank you all so much. Thank you again, Anthony Sharkas, for coming on. It's another episode of Dear Baseball in the Books. I'm Ben Gillard, joined by Dave Saseski and Anthony Sharkas. Peace.
Peace, guys.